what's up guys, it's me, Gypsy. The video I have for you guys today is the spirits of Vulture mine in Wickenburg, Arizona. The Vulture mine was at one time a very busy section of Maricopa County. People had migrated there after learning of the mine's striking gold. Just like everyone else already there, the influx of people hoping to strike gold and become rich. Most people knew this time in history as the Great American Gold Rush. With gold there is always greed or the attention of each man for himself. So yes, there were many miners or workers attempting to take the gold. The ones who tried to steal the gold from the mine faced the wrath of the hangman's noose deep within the cave. There were also many reports of rapes, murders, and other similar heinous tales, those of which kept stories of paranormal activity alive. Once a bustling and booming mining city, Vulture Mine is now almost a complete deserted ghost town. There are rumors and tales of evil, angry spirits which roam around the dusty grounds, hiding amongst the buildings and dilapidated buildings. Sorry, my bad. Visitors and people working at the mines and tour guides have both reported strange elements such as apparitions, haunted, fainted voices, disembodied footsteps, shuffling, and dark shadowy forms on the walls when no one else is near. Okay. There's also a story about a guy named Jimmy in here too, so I'm going to read that to you guys. There are many ghost stories in the history of Vulture Mine. One of the stories related to a young man named Jimmy whose life came to a sad end while working with big machinery at the mine's powerhouse. Paranormal teams have passed down this story and claimed that the young man died when a belt loosened from the pulley and came down, breaking his neck. James Davis was popularly referred to as Jimmy by friends and family. He was an industrial young man who only made it to the young age of 20 years old. That is really, really young. Jimmy migrated to Arizona from New Mexico in the early 1900s with his family. Around 1912, the attraction of the Vulture gold mine made his parents, 10 brothers and sisters, moved to Vulture City. Just like any other day, Jimmy was hard at work in the Vulture mine. On May 1st, 1916, he had noticed a malfunction in the system and wanted to replace a belt which had moved off a pulley, so he climbed up onto a wooden ladder to perform the repairs. Jimmy colleagues never told him that he was moving too close to the large center shaft and let him be. The belt was thrown over the center shaft, and he had one of his arms inside the loop, intending to tug the belt into place on the pulley. Doing this made the belt tighten on the shaft and quickly swung Jimmy around and around in the air. His body had hit a number of heavy pieces of equipment and fell down from the shaft. This accident broke literally every bone inside of his body. Jimmy's colleagues had not noticed the danger he had gotten himself into until he screamed for help, but by then it was too late. He fell from the shaft and despite the terrible pain racking his body, managed to utter his last words. His final words were, "Someone help me for God's sake." The accident happened around 10 o'clock at night, and he clung to dear life until 3 a.m., when he died without becoming conscious. Among the employees at Vulture Mine, Jimmy was a very well-known man. Jimmy Davis's body was put to rest at Wickenburg Cemetery, where many of his fellow co-workers and family attended. There have been many reports of Jimmy's ghost at the mine from visitors and caretakers alike. The sounds of the pulley bell whipping around and a man below in the distance in one repeated occurrence. This report presence has led several paranormal investigators and ghost hunters to observe the mines. One report of the investigators has confirmed the presence of Jimmy's spirit at the mine's powerhouse by using electromagnetic frequencies and tools to use to detect spiritual activity. At the time, the team has claimed to have heard the distant sounds of a man working in the mines, along with pickaxes being thrown. One investigation even had a man begging for help during his overnight stay at the mine. Wow. That is amazing. That's just, wow. And that poor young man was like really young. He was only 20. Oh, it's so sad. I can't even imagine going through something like that. The gold from Vulture Mine was stored at the assessor's office in Vulture. In a vault placed underground, the office fell victim to thieves many times, who eventually supposedly stole more than $2,000 worth of gold. At the time of these thefts, lawyers did not exist, and there were no trials. Instead of the justice system we know now, a vigilante community hung the thieves, and they were buried on the spot or at the cemetery. Nowadays, there is a belief that this playground for dead men has many bodies buried there. They have feelings that the miners' spirits lurk around, protecting the gold they once had to dig. Tourist groups exploring the mines have reported rocks being thrown at them through the many windows. The sound of invisible footsteps scuffing about, the sound of ghostly voices in the distance, something calling the tourists by even their names. Wow. That is amazing, guys. Wow. I mean, the story about Jimmy, I didn't even know about that one until I read about it, but I figured I'd share it with you guys. So, I will have more videos for you guys soon, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you want. And if you guys have any places you want me to check out or look up, just leave it down in the comments below, and I will write it down, and I will look it up, and I will do a video on it, or maybe get a chance to even go check the place out. Have a great day, guys.